What's up, y'all? So I know I said I wasn't gonna make a video until I fully activated my body, but that's gonna take about 6 to 8 months projected wise. So I figure I get down real quick because that's a little bit of a long time, and given where we're at in space and the way things are lining up with the planetary alignments and all these things, I just decided to come on real quick. Came out here to get some sun. I'm actually waiting till 12 o'clock to call GameStop. Even though I probably won't have too much time to game, I'm a gamer. I like spending time with my daughter, playing games with my brother, and all the homies back at home and everybody I've met. I still have gamers that are my friends that I've met all over the world. My homie Nick WRX, he's still out there in Australia. We still get down, and he even spoke to me about the Dream Time when we first started to play, and that was like 2003, 2004 ish. So, I always look at these instances in my past life, um, which I'm going to speak about right now, real quick. So, I just got out of my BUS capstone class, which is a class we need to take for research to help us do with interdisciplinary studies, which is kind of like mashing all a few disciplines to help create methodologies and paperworks, and integrating them to understand a broader perspective, which is like right up my alley. You know what I mean? So on the way, I decided, well, after the class, I decided I was going to go talk to a quantum physics professor slash mechanics because I wanted to see what I can do about going to graduate school. I really don't want to go into undergraduate school and start up all the way up through physics because that's some shit. I'm more or less like a catalyst, a starter. I mean, I know I'll get it on my own, or at least get the physics that I need. But what I want to do right now is kind of unite everyone. Um, so when I came over here in this science building, I ran into my homie Dr. J. He is a philosophy professor, and we're really cool. We've been playing ball for about a couple of years now, and they stopped balling, so I haven't seen it in a while. But anyways, and I thought that was very peculiar. Like all these instances and all these things that happen, I'm just like I dwell on it a little bit, and then I'll let it go. Then all of a sudden, like a thought will come up because that's just how your body works. You start overthinking, you start doubting yourself, you start uh, getting anxiety. Then your body just won't work. That's how your biochemistry works. Literally, if you're happy and harmonious, then your DNA strands relax, like they want to replicate. But if you're tense and all anxious, then they actually curl up, and they can't really function as well. And that goes the same with all your body. Like um, your brain goes in dysfunction or disarray, and it cannot create connections when you're all flustered like that. And that's why when you come back to like when you try to think of something, you can't figure it out, and like 5 seconds later, when you just don't think about it, it'll come to you. That's because you're in a relaxed state, and that goes into the frequencies of the gamma frequency, being in the flow state, and all these other things. Anyways, point being, trying to make this like a 5 minute video, is that when you look at your life, it's good to see like what really drives your passion and like how you were before you lost yourself. I mean, you don't have to lose yourself completely like me, but given the fact that where people are at, and how we've been misled, you're gonna be lost, more or less. So what did I like to do when I was young? Before I was young and before I started to party, I was always really good at like getting people together, hanging out, playing ball, doing whatever, but being real social, being able to speak, being able to cold chill, you know what I mean, being able to vibe. Um, and then that eventually went to partying and like getting keg cups together and kegs and this and that. So now, well, I also like I like going in the woods. I like running on those paths, man. I miss those paths. Those ones that link the bike trails and all that stuff. But now that I'm in this stage of my life and where I'm at, I'm in the school setting. I've been to multiple schools because of my three minors and the path I chose to take when I got up here. So now, currently, I am actually trying to pick up multiple advisors and try to see where I can fit in for graduate school. Meaning, I'm going to be here speaking to my professor of Dr. J of philosophy, and then Dr. Montano of quantum physics, and then probably a few other doctors, depending on where they're at, because I can't do anything unless they accept it. If they can't open their mind and accept the fact of the reality, they probably understand how we live is way different than what we were taught, then I can't really do anything because their body won't accept it, their mind won't accept it, they won't be able to fully grasp what I'm trying to work with them with. So I'll also probably have an ecology professor and maybe a few others, but really it's probably never been done before. But I'll probably have like 5 or 6 advisors to help me go through graduate school. But it just made me think real quick, like, yo, this is what it was like. That's how it was for the dark, the partying aspect, you know what I mean? But this is what it is for the light. A whole different view is trying to link up our consciousness and what we understand in our specified fields. Well, I'm not really specified, but like what they understand, their specified fields, and make them interdisciplinary and integrate everything. So that maybe that the university will be able to grow together, you know what I mean? Become one organism, because it's really not used and utilized as much as it should. It has little bits and pieces here and there, but it needs to be emphasized more. And I think that's pretty cool, you know what I mean? So this has been 7 minutes. I don't know if it'll fit, but yeah, just a little something about how to view your life from where you're at to where you are now. Because if you haven't grown, if you haven't changed at all, if you're still doing the same things, thinking the same way, then you're stuck, and there's just no way around that. You should be evolving. Take the food, for instance. The way we ate back in those days when we were hunter-gathering, that's a whole older way. That was in the last 26,000 years. You know what I mean? You are evolving just as Mother Earth is evolving. You are rising in energy just as Mother Earth is rising in energy. Shit's going to be different because the energy is different that you cannot see. It's going to shift. This is what drives evolution, you know, in the biology, in the physiology. And so that's why what I'm trying to do is going to have to take a bunch of advisors, because I'm not going to go back to school and go through undergraduate program after undergraduate program and try to get quantum forestry going. No. I can kind of see that I'm here to get the people together, have them see what they are, so they can unlock the mysteries of their life and go back and pick apart what they can use and what they cannot use and grow with it. Much exactly the same thing I'm talking about with our indigenous stories. What can we use and what can we not use? Like, where are we falling short? Because you got to remember that for at least like 100 years or something like that, we were forbidden to do our traditions, our ceremonies, and all these other things, languages, and all that. And you can't just like pick it up like it was a Bible and say, oh, here are these stories and this is the way it is, because then you're just memorizing the script and you're just not seeing the whole picture of the consciousness, you know, and the way your body works. Why do we sing? You know, why do we dance? Why do we sweat? Like, what does it do with your body? Like, how does it help your body perform? What does it do with the consciousness? You know, I mean, we don't do them just to do them. I know it's good to get social gathering and stuff, but you got to understand the mechanics of why it is we did what we did. You know what I mean? And why language is so important. You know, it's good to understand, you know, I want to know my language and I want to speak this way because this is the way my people spoke. But what do you know about the vibrations that it sends out? You know what I mean? What do you know about how those vibrations interact with the nature around you? What do you know about the vibrations, if it's positive or negative? You know what I mean? There's just so much to go into, and that's what I'm trying to express here, is just being able to view your life for your next steps in life. All right? So it's a pretty exciting time, you know what I mean? Either you're growing with it, or it's gonna check you. You know what I mean? You start coming up short, it will check you. There's no way around that. You talk about God being omnipotent or omniscient. It's literally the energy you live in. There's no way you can run away from it. You know what I mean? It's not like God's up there in the friggin' sky just looking down like, oh shit, he's fucking up or she's fucking up. No. It's the energy you give out. It's the energy you are. That's how it's being read. And you're being scanned as so. So if you start attracting your lessons, then you better learn real quick, because you're going to get checked out real quick. This is the time of, you talk about the rapture, bro. We wasn't supposed to leave here and leave Mother Earth in a place of hell. Nah, bro. The rapture is us creating heavens and manifesting heavens on earth. And how do you do that? You're the one that creates reality. So I hope this helps, because I would really like to see a lot of people when I go home, you know what I mean? And that number is dwindling more and more as it goes along, you know. RIP to the folks, man, fam, I love you guys. But yeah, good luck out there. And it's gonna be tough, but you know, step by step, bit by bit, every little bit helps. You start making those steps, and the universe will provide. The universe will be there, but you just got to make those steps. All right, one love.